Hey everybody, for this episode, I'm here today with a gentleman by the name of Mark Marlowe, who is the director of Castle Rock Water. Now, Mark, believe it or not, I don't think that everybody knows you here in Castle Rock or the other viewers of these episodes. So could you take a minute, tell us about yourself, and tell us where the heck we are?
Absolutely. So again, as you said, Mark Marlowe. I am I came out to Colorado from Georgia. So my last job was in Dalton, Georgia, where I was doing something very similar to what I'm doing here. So I am a redneck from Georgia that's moved to Colorado and of course love it. I came here primarily because water is such a big issue in the state of Colorado. And water is my passion, something that I love. I love what I do. I am a professional engineer, both in Colorado and Georgia, and have, probably almost 30 years of experience in the industry by this point in time. And I live here in Castle Rock with my family, my wife Laura, and I have 2 kids, both of which are about out of the house, George. So,
yeah, I'll tell you what, I have 2 kids that just got out of the house. Right. And it is something to look forward to, I assure you.
It is. There's some great things about it. So you asked where we are in Castle Rock right now, I think, how we're doing in water. So bottom line is we're really doing well. We put in place a long-term renewable water plan back in 2005, which you, I'm sure, are aware of. And we've been following that plan ever since, and we've made a huge amount of progress. We're actually getting ready to update the long-term strategic master plan this year. And in fact, that'll be going to our council probably in April. Okay. And we have a host of projects that are ongoing as a part of that long-term plan. And several of those projects, of course, are related to importing water from outside of Castle Rock. And those are big, expensive projects that we've been engaged in for a long time and have already invested hundreds of millions of dollars in, as you know. We can certainly talk more about those projects. But you're sitting in a water plant right now that is another big part of our long-term plan, and that's related to reusable water. Castle Rock has a lot of our water supply which is reusable by right from a legal standpoint. And we want to make sure we reuse every drop of that. And then another big part of that plan is conservation. And we'll probably talk more about that, I'm sure, but conservation is, in my mind, another water supply for Castle Rock.
Yeah.
And storage. Storage is another thing that's been talked about across the state and something that Castle Rock is expanding our storage supplies. We have supplies in Chatfield, Reuter, Hess. And we got we got one reservoir in Sedalia, and we're building another.